want to say. Beautiful. Put a box around it, put stars next to it, make it into a cloud bubble, whatever you got to do, use different colors, right brain, left brain, let that stand out. Care more. How much do you care about this mission? Some of you?
More.
More than anything in the world, yes?
Yes.
Care more about what they want to hear. That's how. What are some tools? We're going to give you some great tools. If you did just one thing, what did you witness in the circle this morning from this amazing gentleman?
Memory, name retention.
Name retention. How did he do that?
Listen.
Listen. Curiosity.
Yeah.
Be curious. You want to know one thing? Be curious. What's the most powerful thing in the world? Ask a question. Why? What do people love the sound of more than anything else, other than their name?
Their own voice.
Their own voice. Exactly. Exactly.
And we set it up in a specific way. Value. That's the one thing. We did this skit on stage, right? Where Ben comes up to me, right? What do you do, right? And I answer, I'm a hairdresser. And I keep on going because that's what I want to say. Now, we have to use to change the conversation. The value is something the other person wants to hear. They want to know something specific about you. Are you someone I want to have another conversation with? A value is the one thing you want to get across. Do you have a value based on whatever that's up there that I want to experience more of? So that's part of what they want to hear. Not just your job title, not the city where you're born, the value. And you can choose two, the rebels that are in the room. Again, just give me a sense for what you stand for. It is Save Them All, and what's the value behind that? Once I hear that, I'm inclined to give you more runway for a second sentence, for a second cup of tea.
If Anthony said something like this, if we introduced and Anthony said, "Hi, my name is Anthony Lee, and I'm really passionate about style." I'm listening. Hairdresser, I'm good, thank you very much. I have like my go-to razor or my little electric thing, I'm good. If he said, "I'm passionate about style," and because I believe that our style and the way we dress or the way we present ourselves can have an impact in who we meet, our own confidence within ourselves, and the impression that we give others. Tell me more about that, please. And then he said, well, I do that mainly in the area of like hair styling and presentation of your face, maybe hair and makeup. I also know people, but am I interested now in what he has to say? Even if I'm not interested here, oh, you know what? I certainly know many other people who get their hair done. I can refer people to you. And that's the key. As ambassadors, we want to plant a seed and have it grow and germinate into multiple fruits. Not just, we plant one seed, we get one fruit. How does that sound for you guys in your jobs? You're like, please, can we get some leverage? It sounds good to me. So then what we do, when we share those values, someone else says, hey, I'm committed to something similar. I have a group that maybe you can come and talk to. I have a brand that would be perfect for that. Yes? Now, just a sparking conversation.
Now, Matt and I were talking earlier, where we don't have to say this thing in a scripted form. Well, Ben didn't say, my value is. I could make up, through what he just shared with me, that there's some value around freedom. Freedom of expression, right? Through what we wear. So, someone else that has a deep longing for freedom of expression would be engaged. There's something that hooks my attention that says, okay, there's a kindred spirit there somewhere, and I like where he's going. So he's going to get more time. So yes, you can say my name is, my value is, right? Just to start off with. And as you get more fluent throughout today, and as you go back into your roles, there's going to be a way for you to share what that value is in your own voice and in a way that hooks the attention for the person on the other end of the conversation.
So how about we go through this? What if you shout out some other values that are either synonymous or linked to, maybe fall under, or you would put them under an umbrella with these values. So kindness, also we would hear
Compassion.
compassion, empathy. What else?
Thoughtfulness.
Thought,
Generosity.
generosity,
Respect.
respect, great one. Golden rule. Let's go, quick fire. Elizabeth?
I'm just thinking do unto others, but that's the whole golden rule.
Fairness, justice.
Yeah.
Equality.
Fairness.
Empathy.
Right. Let's just think about how this particular value, how else can it be expressed? What other words would you be able to link to this easily?
Now here's the thing that's going to make it really, wait a second. Would respect come under here?
Mm-hmm.
Would kindness come under here?
They're all.
Exactly. Now Best Friends has a definition of what these values are for them as an organization, yes? Anyone not know that? It's okay, safe space. They are on the website, and they're like, okay, they gave me an out. I didn't have to like get up and say it. So this is something where we view kindness as this. Someone else may view kindness as this. That's great, because you know why? Nothing has meaning except for the meaning we give it. Exactly. If you didn't know that, or you hadn't heard that before, please write that down. Not as cloud and colorful as the other one. Nothing has meaning except the meaning we give it. So if we're stuck, no, kindness must be that you treat animals this way, well then we're rigid. And rigid like a brick wall doesn't let people cross over like a bridge very much. It's not very inviting. When we say this is what we're committed to, and you're committed to something else, can you see how that aligns up? No, I can't, because I'm rigid. Awesome. Let me go first. Let me paint you a picture. Let me tell you a story about this situation, how we approached it, where we took it, the struggles we went through, and then where we ended up at the end.
And she just did this. It was the expression of leadership. He didn't say my value is leadership just because he went first. That's powerful. A lot of us are in a room where there's just something that's got to be said. That first person that steps up, that's leadership. That's what he just did. So it's through your words, it's through your actions. Again, what we're looking for here is look for those clues. Whether it's in a synonym, whether it's in an intonation, whether it's in an action, these clues are going to be available to you when you actively listen for them.
So I'd love for you to put this in your notes somewhere. Just start this and then add to it over the course of this day and keep adding to it. And start to open your mind, because if there's core values on our website, where might there also be core values? On other people's websites, in the news, in media, in brochures that they hand out. So that's one way we can get incredibly curious. On someone's business card, we flip it over. We don't see anything, okay, fine. We ask them a question. Where are you from? What's your favorite sport team? Getting curious. How many of you have been on camera with us about values in the last couple of days? Okay, great.
How many will be with us on camera before the end of today?
If you want us to answer some of your burning questions, then the answer to that is yes. And so that's where we can get curious and say, oh wow, you're committed to this. You really love the San Francisco Giants. Let me ask a little bit about perseverance. What was it like when the star pitcher was going through a rut? He was like a world record breaker, and then he was going through a rut. How was that like for you? Well, you know what? I'm not a Clippers fan who just like jumps on when they're doing well, but when they're not, then I'm a Lakers fan. I'm loyal to my team. Oh, you're loyal to where, even through struggle. Great. We're the same. Even when another company, vendor, organization is doing something a certain way, we show up with fairness and with ruthless compassion because we're committed to our mission, and we also appreciate what it was like for them. And let's hold a hand out and say, can we help you in this situation? Because that is going to make a huge difference. Yes? What I'd love for you is also to bring up some of your own real scenarios. Is this real life? Okay, I just wanted to check. People like, when we go back to the real world, we're here. There is no dress rehearsal, and true?
Absolutely.
Absolutely.
And I want to add the flip side. So here we're trying to find commonality, and this is where we just met each other. I'm going to bring up a situation where you're in the fire. Someone is pissed off at you, and they're just going off. And all you can do at that point is listen. Right? Even though you don't agree with exactly what they're saying, it's just listening. In that listening, there's something behind that. There is a value that you will be able to stand with them on. It could be perseverance. It could be loyalty. When that's recognized, the heat comes back down. The only reason they're so pissed off and just upfront about it is their value got stomped on. You were listening, where no one has ever acknowledged me for this value. Now you, being the gifted communicators and listeners, you'll be able to see that. No matter what, no matter how angry they are, they're angry for a reason. It's a good reason. No one ever be angry for a bad reason. There's going to be a value, and when you identify that value, you've got them locked in. You've got them ready to say, okay, what else? What are we talking about here today? So remember that. When you first meet them in tenuous conversations, and even when they've been with you for a while, it's always good to return to this as a foundation.